All right, Maximus Analysis here for March 9th, 2016, and we can see that we have a very choppy day today. Again, looking at an intraday time frame, you could see how sideways it's been. Again, lower highs, higher lows. Look like they're getting to a good state, holding these prior lows. But 1992 is where we want to see them close, and we can look at even a 60. Want them to get above as far as for the bull case, okay? And that's a 60-minute. You can see how sideways it's been for today, which didn't really. It gave some opportunities, but again, on the swing, you're kind of in no man's land, seeing where they're going to pop up to. So again, want to see them break above this 1992 and this 203 area, and eventually get and see if they get above 209, what kind of volume they're going to have to the upside. So again, all bets are off if they break below this 1981. Came close. I think it came to 1982.50 today, but they didn't break it. So they tapped it, or came not even tapped it, came close and reversed back up. So we'll see what they have going on going into tomorrow. The NQ, excuse me. Let's look for the NQ. Sorry about that. Okay, NQ again, pretty much in a really good state in regards to how it's been performing over the past couple days. In regard for the bull camp, they need to get above this 41.10 and increase some volume above what they have today. Again, break of these lows, and especially this low, around 4,200 would be something that would give us more caution with longs. We have the YM, which is the Dow futures, again just giving sideways action, and again going to an intraday time frame of the 15-minute, you can see how choppy. Again, it looks easy. Of course, hindsight is one of the easiest. Trading is one of the easiest things when looked at in hindsight. Oh, I would have shorted here, long here, short here, long here. Why didn't you? Yeah, you tell somebody why they didn't go long after this immediate bar, and after they went long after this bar, how they just barely got profitable and came right back to down to even their original buy signals. It's not easy as it looks after the fact. So again, they are still very tidy, and again, a pop above this 200, getting into this resistance area. Means that they could be good to go. Again, they need to hold at least this low of 16,875. CL gave it's very bipolar in regards to the daily action. So I think somebody's actually called this a hot dog pattern or something, because you have basically it's kind of silly, but you kind of get the point. So what I wanted to see was basically a hold of the lows, which they did, because if we go back and look at a similar pattern here, once they broke the low, they flushed back down. That was not the case here. Again, they didn't even break the previous low. Not saying that it was an easy long to take at all intraday, but they probably, again, barely breaking above the highs. Again, today was inventory, so you're going to see very if I break it down to an intraday time frame, and I tell people, if you're not in inventory, do not trade the inventory if you're intraday. Okay, it's very easy to get worked. Okay, the spreads, it's at 10:30 typically on Wednesdays. The spreads go to trash on the futures and the options. And with that spread widening, it's very easy for them to run stops, even if you have your order in and all of a sudden you're like, why did I get stopped out? Well, the spread widened and you were too close. So looking at a 15-minute, you can kind of see that, again, it was just sideways. And if you're not in the trade before 9:30, I usually tell people just chalk up the day. Then again, if you were long and you were at break even, you can hold over inventory. But if you're not, I wouldn't suggest trading after 9:30, 9:45 on inventory unless you're in a trade break even and you just walk away after inventory. Either you're going to make 100 ticks or you're just going to get stopped out either way. So, but let's look at a couple names quickly. You had Amazon. Again, Amazon, if it could break above or hold, break above this 564.50 is a number that I would look at if they can break above that number with some type of volume holding this 200-day moving average. They can again try for these highs. You also have Facebook, which again, kind of the same thing, is that we want them to break this 108.30 and 108.30 to 108.50 with volume. Again, you see the volume really tapering off now, so that's kind of what I'm saying. Plus the pattern was, again, this is a real grind. So if they get above that, and of course if they get above here, hopefully they would squeeze and go from, go to new highs. But this pattern is just really a hard thing to hold through. Netflix, excuse me. Again, you want to clear this $100 mark, but the volume is so low. But again, if they gap up, just make sure you're using retracement to try to get in versus a breakout, because we have this resistance area here, and your target, at least one of your first ones, would be around this 200-day moving average. And again, still, a real difficult type of pattern, and you can see the volume really choking off. And if you look on the weekly time frame, again, you could see that they're giving just a tight flag, and if they break below these lows, they could see an acceleration with some downside potential. Again, grinding sideways, clearing this little area we have here. I don't know if you want to put that, but and then just getting down below it, and then kind of using this pivot area or this sideways motion to use as resistance currently, because again, it was support and it kept hitting it, and now it could potentially be resistance. So again, time frame will definitely indicate what trade you're looking to do. So again, if you're short-term time frame, you are looking for long. Again, if you're a longer term time frame, as far as a weekly, you potentially would look to see what type of volume they're going to close out this week and trade that weekly break of last week's low. Last but not least, we will look at Google. And again, it's just this is another painful. I mean, it just, if we get a break above this 729.50 area, maybe you could see some more highs. You could say that you got higher lows if you look at it, but this is just painful price action. Again, people that are looking on the weekly for the long, you're looking for what next week, what they're going to do. Okay, so this is not a bearish position, but it's just you've been holding pretty much a sideways one of unfortunately a past leader that has not really gave you any bang for your buck so far. So again, we want to see if you're trading the weekly time frame, you want to see where this one closes. All right. So again, pretty choppy session in regards to the ES. Very horrible range, but as far as a weekly time frame, they're still looking so far so good, at least for another week or two. And again, we're just going to really look at the volume and look where this candle closes. So take care, and see you tomorrow.